What up, though? Who's all in the building? As you enter the building, as you enter the building, make sure you trip over that like button. Take your shoes off, relax for a minute. Uh, so as we've seen, the reports have gone from the 17th of June. What's up, Just Do? To the 15th, 22nd, or 29th. And as we see today, says that both fighter wants to fight, but they seem to be hung up on certain things where the complications is coming from one side. I'm not here to blame one side, uh, especially since they didn't name which side it's coming from, but I think we all pretty got a pretty good idea for it. But like that old saying goes, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. So if anybody's expecting any sympathy from me for the side that's not causing the problem, the issue, which is we supposedly think is the Spence side, uh, this is basically fool me twice. So you can't say, well, Bud doing this again. I mean, you could say it, and it may be true, but when a person shows you who they are, believe them. Now, you done been out the ring for 13 months after you're supposed to come back, a quick turnaround in November. Uh, okay, it's all good. That fight, what up, Skills from New Orleans? That fight didn't come through. Okay, so you try to make you have another fight in your pocket that you could make that would be easy to make, but instead of getting that out the way, you choose because this was a choice. Don't get it twisted. This was a choice to wait currently 13 months. You chose to wait 13 months to get back into the ring. When you could have been back in the ring. Matter of fact, the Spence Thurman fight was supposed to be uh in 2 weeks. First it was February, then he got banged up from the car accident, whatever. Then he supposedly said he had April date, but the date was May 27th. May 27th was the date. Uh, so you could have got that out the way. But now we sitting back and just doing nothing. What's up, Ari? What's good? Just waiting and wasting careers and wasting time. And when I say wasting careers, I mean we at some point we all got to be honest. We all got to be honest about both of these guys. They left a lot of meat on the bone when we really look at their careers. Be it with Spence with his prolonged inactivity levels. I understand it was a car accident. Also understand it was an eye injury. But this 13+ month layoff is self-imposed. There's no car injury, car accident, or eye injury, or any other. This is a self-imposed 13-month layoff. So, and then you look at Bud with the, I would say, promotional arrangement that he had for years, where the big fights weren't available to him. And excuse me, he finally leaves that situation where the big mega fights, excuse me, the big mega fights weren't available to him, and he chooses a David Avanesian fight. So I mean, we really got to be honest about both of these guys, and the honest guy's truth is they both left a lot of meat on the bone. Both careers have been unsatisfactory thus far. You look at a guy like, excuse me, Sean Porter. Sean Porter. Sean Porter is able to retire, lay in his bed at night, and you know what Sean Porter never has to say to himself when he lays in his bed at night or when he wakes up in the morning? He never has to say, "What if? What if this? What if that?" And living with what ifs and regrets is one of the worst things you can do. He may not have won them all, but he was in there with a chance to win them all. At least you know how good you were at the end of the day. These two guys don't fight, they would never know how good they really were. It's just no way they can tell how good they really were if they don't fight each other. So even if they can go on, let's say they go on and Earl moves up to 154, he wins a title. You know, he beats uh, uh, Tim Zoo or something for a title, whatever. You know, two-weight division champion. Let's say he even unifies a title with say someone like Charles Conwell. Okay, two weight unified champion. That's nice. That's nice. You have Crawford, you know, undisputed at 140, moved up, grabbed a title from Jeff Horn. Okay, you know, he defended. Let's say he defends it against uh, uh, not Zapata. What's the other boy name? Rocha. And then let's say he goes on. Let's say he fights and he beats Virgil. You know, okay, good career, good career. But it's not that fight. It's not that one fight. And both of their careers will leave a lot to be desired, especially for to be campaigning in a division as highly touted as the welterweight division. Like you really got heavyweight number one will always be number one, welterweight number two, and probably middleweight. Those are like the top divisions. Most people can't be heavyweights. So anything below heavyweight is welterweight and then it's middleweight. So you in the most story one of the most storied divisions in boxing, the glamour division, and you didn't fight your contemporary. And no, this is nothing like Mayweather Pacquiao. You know what this is more like? I wouldn't even say it's more like that, but it's closer to Khan Brook than Mayweather Pacquiao. When Khan and Brook, what's up, Rugo? Took forever to fucking fight, and then when they did fight, it was just like Mayweather Pacquiao. Even though it took them, they didn't fight to 2015. You can go back and look at both of their records and see they were fighting some good fights in between time in the meantime. But if you look at these two, you have one guy that's just sitting around. What's up, Mir? Sitting around, not fighting. Another guy who's fought fucking David Avanesian, and neither one seems to have a sense of urgency with their career. You know, like no sense of urgency whatsoever, which is crazy to me because neither are spring chickens. Spence is what 33 and Crawford is what 36. I mean, like Crawford could say, "What's up, Boxing Lounge?" Crawford could say he's into the Hall of Fame. Okay, that's cool, but you know me, I don't really hold the Hall of Fame in too much high of a regard. Because if you actually look at the names in that Hall of Fame, it should be split into two wings: a Hall of Fame and a Hall of we had to put somebody in here, so we had to put somebody in here, so this person's in here. Okay, because uh, uh, what's my man name from Ohio? What's his name? You know, everybody like to bring up the boy Floyd beat Gotti, but then you also have what's my man name from Ohio? Uh, he does broadcasting sometime. What the fuck is his name? Oh, it's gonna kill me. I think he's from Youngtown, Ohio. Yeah, a lot less lucrative. uh, he did broadcasting for PBC on Fox for a minute. You got the slick back hair. Man, I can't think of his name, but he's also in the Hall of Fame. But the thing about the Hall of Fame is this: up there in Nosta, whatever the fuck it's called, that ceremony generates a lot of money for their economy, that yearly ceremony. So unlike the Baseball Hall of Fame, where you had to get a certain amount of percentage of votes to get in, they are going to put somebody in every single year. Every single year, they're going to put somebody in that Hall of Fame so they can have a ceremony up there. So it's not really a Hall of Fame. It's a Hall of Fame and then a Hall of, we needed some money this year, so this guy got to go in. You know, which is BS. That's why I don't hold it in too high of a regard, because there's no baseline standard to get in. You know, baseball, you need what, the 500 home runs, 500 RBIs, whatever, you automatically get in. But there's no baseline for Hall of Fame for what we call it. But yeah, whatever happened to Robert Eason? I don't know. Last time I know about Robert Eason, he ended up getting shot here in Cincinnati. And shit, I ain't heard from him yet. Yeah, Boom Boom Mancini, that's who it is. He's in the Hall of Fame. Good fighter, but come on, man. He's not no. When you think of Hall of Fame, you shouldn't think of no goddamn Boom Boom Mancini. Ray Boom Boom Mancini. We should, come on. We got to be serious. Yeah, last time I heard Robert Eason, he got shot here in Cincinnati, and he recovered everything, but I ain't heard from him since. It's crazy with the way the 140 division is heating up now. He could have been in the middle of it. But I don't know, man. These guys be disappearing, come back, and then be wondering why the love ain't the same. Like a Keith Thurman, you know? So say one thing about Ryan Garcia, that he don't disappear. He is gonna make sure his name is gonna pop up every single week doing something. And that's why he was able to get himself in the position that he did to sell 1.2 million pay-per-views, $22 million gate, and probably take home $20-something million. For the simple fact that he does not disappear. He's constantly hitting you with some type of content. He's going to make sure his name is being spoken. Shit, this week, he was the #1 story Monday with him changing trainers. That was the #1 story Monday. Shit, last week, there's something about a mole in this can. It's just always something with Ryan Garcia where he's always in your face. Where these other guys disappear for months at a time, and they only show up when they want you to buy the fight. So say whatever you want to say about Ryan, but there's a reason he's in the position that he's in. Is because he doesn't disappear. He makes sure he's always front and center some type of way. Matter of fact, Ryan has taken over this Canelo John Ryder fight week, which is falling extreme. Look, I'm not in Mexico. Maybe it's hype in Mexico. I'm not in Mexico, so I don't know. But this shit is dead here in the States. I mean, bro, I was looking through YouTube, just trying to find a little content on it. Ain't nobody making no content on Canelo Ryder. And a couple of them made content is just making it to shit on it. And this is the current face of boxing. Then you got really three faces of boxing. You got Canelo, who's the the old head. You got AJ, who's older, getting older, or whatever, and you got Tank. AJ talking about he ain't fighting till December, so I mean, shit. Who gives a fuck? And that ain't even a for sure thing. All we keep hearing more about. We're talking. Then we're set to go December. That goes for Tyson Fury. That goes for Alexander Usyk. That goes for Deontay Wilder also. Usyk has not fought since he beat AJ the last time. AJ has fought. Wilder has fought. Fury fought. When did Fury fight Chisora? In December. So it's going Usyk. The longest layoff is Usyk, Wilder, Fury. I'll be in Mexico no matter what if the cartel has to buy tickets. No promotion needed in Mexico. Yeah, I guess so. Like I said, it might be, that's his home. Of course, a hometown fight is going to be sold out. It's gonna be hype shit. Jared Anderson, hometown fighting Toledo, gonna be sold out. Toledo be in the building. I went to a Robert Easter Jr. fight up there. That Toledo was be packed when they have an event up there. So yeah, it's gonna sell out in his hometown for sure. But but the overall boxing community ain't nobody really talking about this shit. It was a lot more content created for Dimitri Bivol fight than this fight. Hell yeah, Spence need to fight. You need to stop posting pictures of cows and chickens and fucking fight. Some sparring footage or something. And that's another thing. The content, they don't even give us the content we want. We want to see some sparring footage. We want to see some shit like that. We don't want to see cows and chicken. And we don't want to see, you know what I'm saying? We want some fight content. We are fans of you as a fighter. We're not fans of Spence the Farmer. Let's be real here. That's all good that you got your little farm and everything going on, but I don't give a fuck, nigga. I watch fucking this lady on TikTok video on TikTok with her farm. She be having her GSD and her that Grand Pyrenees, whatever they call dogs, running around protecting livestock. Now that's what I watch farming shit for. I ain't trying to see no goats and cows and all that shit. Or I watch them dogs that be them sheepdogs that be running around rounding them sheep and them cattle up. That shit is amazing. I don't know if y'all ever seen it. That shit is amazing. But I'm not trying to look. What up, though, Teach? I'm not trying to look at no. I'm not trying to look at no damn dogs and racehorses, bro. Only racehorse I'm gonna look at is the Kentucky Derby this weekend, and that's it. Probably throw a little $5 on it. Take a guess and throw $5 on it. That's the only goddamn horse I'm trying to look at. But Canelo, it ain't really nobody really talking about Canelo. Really, go through your feed and see how many people talking about Canelo. It ain't even a lot of interviews because a lot of boxing media is not down there, so it's not even a lot of interviews coming from down there. You know, especially compared to what we had 2 weeks ago, which was an amazing event. Hype all the way from Monday all the way up till Sunday night, and we were still talking about the following week. I mean, yeah, the following week, early Sunday morning when the fight was over, and we were still talking about the following week. That's what's good, L Dub. That's how that's some boxing. You know what I'm saying? But what was my third topic on here? I forgot the goddamn topic I made. Spence Crawford, wrap it up. It's over. The last one lead, turn the lights out. Canelo Ryder, nothing. Oh, you say it's worth still. You know what? I want to see. The only thing I want to see on that card is Vosnik, because I want Vosnik to fight Bivol later this year. So I want to see how Vosnik looks, and I want him to fight Bivol later this year because I don't think we're getting Canelo Bivol. I don't want to see Canelo Bivol because I already know what it's going to be. Some guys you just can't beat. They just got your number, man. And one thing about Bivol, if he beat you once, he's going to beat you twice. That fight would be just a continuation from the last one. Round 1 would be round 13. So there's really no point for that fight to happen again. If that fight was going to happen again, it should have happened right away, to be honest. But yeah, so I want to see Vosnik, how he looks. This is his second fight this year. I want to see how Vosnik looks, so he can potentially fight Bivol later on this year, because I don't think that Canelo Bivol fight happening. Vosnik versus Bivol is a good fight. Vosnik versus Bivol is a good fight. What was the third topic I put on here? Oh, Tank entering the pound for pound list for the Ring magazine pound for pound. He enters in at number 10. If you haven't seen the list, it's on my page. Go to my page, go to community tab, you see it. He enters in at number 10, which has surprised me because there's no Devin Haney. That really surprised me. I for sure thought Devin Haney would get in there before Tank. You know, the undisputed champion of the lightweight division. Is 2 lightweights on there, neither one with a belt. And the undisputed lightweight champion is not on that list, which is very, very, I mean, it's all subjective, of course, we know. But yeah, it surprised me big time when Tank got over there on there over Devin Haney. You know, we could all bitch and complain or whatever about pound for pound lists. We could all have our own. That's the best thing about it is have your own pound for pound list. Just because somebody put out one. No, I didn't hear that, L Dub. But I figured once, because somebody won that other purse bid. I was halfway watching. No, but I figured that. I don't really care for that fight, to tell you the truth. I got to see what that undercard is. I ain't watched the Laura fight. Damn, when was the last time I watched it? I don't remember last time Laura fought. I'm pretty sure I watched it, but I don't remember last time he fought. I know last time Danny fought, he fought Jose Benavidez Jr., if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. But everybody, Danny, who he fighting Laura. He just said he's fighting Laura. But yeah. Man, look, make up your own pound for pound list. Just because somebody put out a pound for pound list don't mean that theirs is valid. That's why I don't understand what people be getting so mad over. Especially if you already know who the yeah, he did. Spike O'Sullivan, yep. Especially when you already know who your top 10 boxers are in your head. Don't never let nobody change your mind about no pound for pound list. That's why I look at it. But it just surprised. I know pound for pound lists a lot of times are political. That's why I said it surprised me that Tank was on there over Devin. Oh, hell no, Danny at 160. Yeah, it'll probably be a catch weight though. Last time I saw Lara, he was fighting in the pocket. His legs are gone, but yeah, he looks strong. It makes for more exciting fights than he used to. But one thing about Lara, if he could outbox you, that's what he's gonna do. If you can push him, but he has some great fights also too. So a lot of people were trying to call him boring, but Lara has some great. If he was in there with somebody that can actually push him, he has some great fights. If you can't push him, he's gonna be cautious to the end and just outbox you, like a Rigo. Yeah. But it's gonna be interesting. Jose Benavidez was throwing up the set every time he got hit by that. It's gonna be interesting this weekend. Not necessarily Canelo versus Ryder, but excuse me. Once this fight is over, what Canelo chooses to do after this fight? Is Benavidez gonna wait on him? Are we gonna get Benavidez versus Morrell? Are we gonna get Canelo versus Benavidez? Are we gonna get Canelo versus? I think Canelo's gonna fight Charlo. I just got a sneaky suspicion that he's gonna fight Jamal Charlo. I just got a sneaky little thought that he might fight Jamal Charlo. Because if you go down the list and your options are Dimitri Bivol, David Benavidez, or Jamal Charlo, I would pick Charlo, then going to Benavidez. Matter of fact, I would pick Charlo and tell Benavidez go fight Andrade. You know, you go fight somebody because I'm not just gonna fight this dude and you coming in fresh. I would tell him go. I would have him. That's exactly what I do. Canelo versus Charlo, Benavidez versus Andrade, and then the winner fights Canelo, or the winner fights the winner of Canelo and Charlo. Man, Munguia A-Trap, man. Munguia could have been fought him. I forgot all about people talking about Munguia Derevyanchenko might be a good fight. I don't know, man. You don't really know that when these fighters get old, you don't know what's going to show up. You remember when Hopkins came back in his last fight, how he came out looking? You don't know until these older fighters actually get in the ring how they're going to look. And they were supposed to fight, what, 2 years ago, I think, or last year. I don't know. I've soured on Jaime. I'm looking towards the other middleweights like Garcia, like Ammo Williams. You know, the real middleweights out here that's up and coming. Middleweight's still one of my favorite divisions. So I'm looking for the real ones out here that's up and coming. You had Triple G retire. You have Maul in a state of flux. I don't know if he's retiring or what he's going to do. He's supposed to be coming back Juneteenth. We haven't heard anything about that. I'm telling you, if this Spence and Crawford holding up fights again, matter of fact, I know for a fact who's been told they're supposed to be fighting on that undercard. So if it don't happen, then yes, they are holding up other fights. And this is some bullshit. But you remember how B-Hop walked out? How he was coming forward, walking forward? Like, man, what's wrong with this dude? But you know what I think Munguia's Mexican fan base is getting tired of the bullshit too. Shit, he's becoming an embarrassment. They getting tired of the bullshit too. Spence Crawford holding up everything again. This is F that. It's messing up. Yeah, it is. I know for a fact who have been told they're supposed to be fighting on that undercard. So this might be November 19th all over again. So I say we got to move on. We got to move on. We got to move on. Uh, I ain't never really want to say, well, this guy holding up division, that guy holding up division, but at some point, if you feel you moving up to 154, then okay, and you don't get this fight done, okay, then yeah, you holding up division. If you could have fought this dude that was a mandatory, you're mandatory, yeah, you holding up division. Another thing, Boots need to fight. Excuse me, he need to fight somebody. Virgil's fight has been rescheduled, which is a good thing. Rescheduled in San Antonio. I'm not going now. But yeah, it's been rescheduled for San Antonio. So, but these guys, you got to make your own way. I don't know which side is holding it up. To tell you the truth, I just read that from the Ring article. We could all speculate. We could speculate that it's Bud holding it up, but even if it is Bud holding up, that does not absolve Spence from blame because he done let himself be dragged out once again. Like I said, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. So you get played once, shouldn't be able to get played twice. You should not be able to allow yourself to get played twice. So I can't even say, shit. I can't even say his Bud fault with this one. It's your fault for letting him do it. Excuse me. Spence holding up the division. Could have fought. Yeah, he could have. He could have fought Thurman. Like I said, the Thurman fight was supposed to be May 27th. That was the date that I saw with my own eyes. May 27th. No, but it was supposed to be May 27th, Trail Hill. The weekend after Devin fight. That was supposed to be Spence versus Thurman. That I saw that penciled in with my own two eyes. That's why I never believed that Spence and Crawford was back in the talks because I had seen that date. But they scrapped it and decided to spin the block, and now they keep spinning. They just going in circle. They doing donuts. What's up, AM Sports Media? They doing donuts. They went from spinning the block to just doing donuts. Donuts. Yeah, he want to be undisputed, but you can't keep playing yourself. When somebody show you who you are, you have to accept it, man. You can't keep playing yourself. It's like we can't just put all the blame on Bud for this because it takes two to tango, especially when you could have fought. You could have been fought. And I'm not one of you dudes who be like, I'm trying to be fair and unbiased. No, because I'm not a fair and unbiased guy. I have my biases. I know what I like, and ain't nobody gonna shame me for being biased of what I like. But in this situation, I just got to keep it 100. They should have fought. Spence should have fought by now. He should have kept his May 27th date and fought Keith Thurman. And then, if you want to get it in, you could get it in September or because like Bud went off and had his fight. Now you said you looking at 13 months. Well, this man that went off and had his fight made him some money. You looking at 13 months already out the ring. June, July? It'll be a total of 15 months. More than 15 months. Yeah, he could have fought Stanionis, which I don't care for that fight, to be honest with you. I like the Stanionis Virgil fight better. I like when guys eliminate themselves to get to the, to get to it. That makes the fight more credible. Like when Ugas beat Pacquiao, that made the Spence fight more credible. Or when Zoo beat Tony Harrison, that made the fight more credible, Exactly. You don't went from no tune-ups to no. That's it. Yeah, Tank has fought more than both of these dudes combined. He's fought more in the last 11 months than both of these guys combined. He's also fought more in the last 11 months than Boots and Virgil combined. He's fought 3 times in 11 months. And then you wonder why every time he has a fight is selling out coast to coast. People buying his pay-per-views. What's up, God of Green? Excuse me. Excuse me. You know what I'm saying? People buying his pay-per-views. He always out there. He always out there. So if you come back, he might come. We got to see how much time he get this month. This month. But shit, he might come back once he get out. If it ain't much time, I wouldn't be surprised to see him fight 2 more times this year. Shit. You know, Tank out here doing his thing, and you got to support him. I'm a big Fist fan. I don't get to lay off an activity without a fight. They don't know Tank does. Yep. Because Tank, like sports media said, Tank wants to be. I mean, Earl wants to be undisputed, which I understand. But man, at some point, bro, stop letting yourself get played. You know, Devin was complaining about a 2-month delay in his original fight. But shit, DC's fighting, and then you got the 4 heavyweights. They ain't doing shit. Talking about December this, December that, bro. That is not guaranteed. That's not guaranteed. Y'all done slowed, bro. Ever since Tyson got this goddamn belt, divisions just lost all its excitement. It lost all its excitement. Even when Wilder and AJ wouldn't fight each other, they were still having some fights, and they were still having good fights, and we was all hyping it up. It was a lot of fun. Fury got that goddamn belt, and it's just been bullshit after bullshit after bullshit. Delays, ain't doing shit, ain't fight nobody, don't want to fight nobody, want to throw tantrums. And it's like, people try to call him one of, bro, he's not one of the greatest of all time, because the greatest of all time actually fought people. Fury has fought Wilder, he's fought Klitschko, which are 2 very good wins. But you got to do like Lennox Lewis. Fury wouldn't fight no Oliver McCall. He would never fight a type of guy like that. Not saying that like a McCall would beat him, but a low risk, high reward guy, or like a Razor Butt Ruddock or something. Man, Fury, he wouldn't fight no fucking Klitschko on 3 weeks' notice, like Lewis did. Lewis, an established champion, took that replacement fight. I think it was like 3 weeks' notice. Fury would never do no shit like that. So you can't put him up here with one of the all-time greats. Nothing is happening in December. It's just noise to keep people from talking about undisputed. Exactly, Tunnel Vision. Exactly. All it is just fucking content to put out. Like my man said, it's just content because all 4 of these guys' teams have been unable to make the fights. So it's just content to keep people talking about some shit that's most likely not even happening. So in the meantime, I want to see Wilder in there fighting. I want to see AJ fighting. I want to see Usyk fight. I don't give a fuck what Tyson Fury do. He can retire again. Why he ain't talking about retiring this time? Why is he not talking about retiring this time? This is the time he should really retire. Says he don't want to fight Usyk. Go ahead and retire. Shit, let Usyk get in there with Wilder or Zhang, or Zhang running the back with Joe Joyce, or shit. When it wasn't no smoke out there, when the possibility was Dillian White, you want to retire. Now when it's a possibility of Usyk, you just want to cradle that belt and not fight. Supposedly he's trying to fight Andy Ruiz. We'll see. What's up, Harden? What's up, Chase? Supposedly he's trying to fight Andy Ruiz. We'll see. Chase, I know you upset because let me tell you, me, Chase, about 20-something other people was at the Spence fight that night. He stopped Ugas, and we was going crazy. We was talking about we meeting up again. We gonna get the suite at the Spence versus Bud fight. It's coming in November, and we start, we talking, and we getting everything planned out. And here we are at motherfucking May. And motherfucking May, and we still, man, these niggas done killed my whole shit. They done killed my whole motherfucking lot vibe for this motherfucking fight. I'm at the point like, damn, just make this motherfucking fight. They done killed the whole motherfucking vibe for this fight. Chase, will you tell them how hyped we was after that fight? Talking about all these other fights we gonna go to, and we gonna meet up, and we gonna do all this, and throw a big event and all this shit. Man, these niggas, they done fucked everything up. Now we got to do it for Ryan, for Tank versus Shakur, if that ever happens. Hopefully they get that made, later on down the line when they both ready for that fight. What's up, Ace? Shit, man. This shit that got depressing. But yeah, Big Tank. Oh yeah, yeah. This Sunday I'm doing a Lomachenko versus Haney breakdown Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern time. Uh, me and my man AD will be on here with the video breakdown. We're gonna do it live because I don't know how the zone like to the zone like to do copyright strikes and shit. So if I pre-record a video, it might not even get uploaded. Yeah, so we're gonna do it live. So catch it live because it may not be up for long because we are using footage from previous fights, from Devin and Haney previous fights. But yeah, man, that's really about it, y'all. I'm about to get out of here. Just wanted to kick it for a minute on my little daily walk. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Trip on that like button on the way out. Appreciate it.